Welcome, beautiful, caring parents. Today we're going to talk about the 4 most shocking mistakes that hurt children and their little known solutions. As loving parents, our children are very precious to us, and we want the best for our little ones. Wouldn't it be fantastic then if from the start we had the latest scientific information in order to avoid the biggest mistake with our children? Because it's a fact that today even the most caring parents can make mistakes or receive incorrect information. So welcome if you're new here. I'm Marie-Eve. I'm an author, parenting specialist. I've been teaching on the web for over 15 years now. And I'm here to help you find the mistakes and help you correct them and go over them and find solutions for them, okay? Because we can always do better when we know better. That's my motto. So no judgments here, just the truth so we can proceed forward and give the best to our little loves. Fortunately, thanks to advances in neuroscience, we now have crucial information to correct our parenting approaches and better support our precious children. So based on all my years of experience on the subjects, here are the top 4 shocking mistakes that have harmful repercussions for children and how to avoid those mistakes in light of informed studies and experts. Watch until the very end to discover the most important mistake. Mistake number 4. Using these common baby items that can be harmful to development. These days, baby gadgets and baby containers have become omnipresent in parents' lives. However, many parents don't know that letting babies spend a lot of time with most of these devices can have harmful consequences on the development of their little loves. These baby containers tend to restrict movement, and they can, for example, negatively affect your baby's physical tone, the stimulation of their brain and a neuromotor system, and even affect their ability to learn to crawl and walk. According to Angela Hanscom, therapist and author of the book Balance and Barefoot, when children are restricted in seated positions for many hours, such as by baby devices, for example, bouncy seats and infant seats, and by unrealistic rules for older children to sit for long periods, for example, while doing homework, lectured at during school hours, it is hard for them to develop adequate strength and control. To ensure the optimal development of your little love, let baby explore using freedom of movements wherever he wants. Freedom of movements is the practice of letting baby explore their environment at their own pace without hindrance. It's essential to promote the development of their gross and fine motor coordination, their balance, and their self-confidence. It's therefore crucial to limit the use of those devices because they tend to limit and they tend to even like a tool that we don't need. It can cause a dependence on the thing. And choose activities that encourage freedom of movement, such as floor play, crawling, and exploring freely a safe environment. Placing your little one on the floor on a blanket so that she turns around to grab toys and then explore is a very favorable practice for a young baby. So before moving on to the next steps, just make sure to subscribe with notifications to our channel. You will be notified when there's a new video coming out. It's always filled with unique information that I found around the world, and I tested myself with my 5 children. It's going to help you with the optimal development of your precious child. Mistake number 3 is not offering a truly optimal type of environment. Children need an environment that stimulates their natural curiosity and promotes their overall development. This includes rich visual stimuli such as an array of colors, interesting shapes, and age-appropriate educational and imaginative toys that encourage their exploration and creativity. Additionally, the presence of nature in their environment is going to help them a lot, okay? It's super beneficial because it provides unique learning opportunities and promotes emotional well-being. As we all know, nature is linked to promoting, like sunlight gives dopamine and serotonin and the nature as well. So everything helps. We are naturally designed to play outdoors a lot and live there. It also offers a terrain of complex stimulation while being serene, which stimulates the potential of children without stressing them. Unlike most lively spaces artificially created for children, it does not tend to overstimulate our little humans, okay? Because when we go into other indoor spaces and even parks nowadays, there's a lot of colors, it's highly stimulating, and children can be overstimulated. Nature also encourages learning and imagination with the variety of material it makes available, such as insects and objects to climb. And also I love to give my babies like a variety of material they can observe, play with, put in their mouth, and just be the little scientists that they are. Forests in particular would stimulate your child's body more adequately than an indoor space. Several parenting experts proclaim that a forest is an optimal environment for the physical development of children. As well, independent learning is essential to allow your children to develop their self-confidence and their leadership qualities and their exploration and their ability to solve problems on their own. Children learn wonderfully from everything around them when they are free to explore. So the best is to give them daily access to nature. Every day we go out and we explore, we take fresh air, we enjoy the sunlight, we spot new things, and it's gonna really help them grow naturally and to the best of their potentials. When we give them daily access to nature and a variety of tools adapted to their needs and interests, we let them explore and experiment, we see them flourish. So Angela Anscombe suggests as well that to keep gross motor skills in optimal condition, it's important to ensure that children under 2 years of age get to move throughout the day, preferably a total of 4 hours or more of active movement. Give them regular opportunities to crawl, climb, jump, roll, walk, and run. Older children shall ideally be exposed to 3 hours a day or more of the aforementioned, plus squatting, hanging, carrying heavy objects, jumping off things, tumbling, and other rigorous activities. Mistake number 2, not using attachment parenting tools. Okay, so the anthropology of childhood is the science that studies children across cultures, but the one that I like to focus on is really in tribal setting, because we were raised this way for thousands of years. So they figured out a way and they tested things and they kept with time what works best. And we can see that the tool, in fact, Meredith Small, the anthropologist Meredith Small, suggests that the first tool that we created was a baby carrying tool. So we need to use that as well in our modern parenting as well, because it really helps. And I have a bunch of videos on the topic as well that you can take a look at. And mainly what it does is that it stimulates your baby all the time. When the baby is first born, it can be called like the first, third, and third trimester when they're in your body, when you are pregnant, when your wife's pregnant. But when they are born, it can be called the fourth trimester, because it's a time where the baby is quite immature still, because our babies are born, some anthropologists suggest, before they should be born, okay, compared to other primates, because we adopted a biped way of living like we are now as humans. So what it does is that the baby is immature, so we need to still carry our baby, and that's the missing piece in modern parenting, okay? Almost nobody really preach, it's necessary. It is necessary for the 6 first months to carry your baby most of the times, unless you let them play freely and they agree with that, but carry them on you, okay? And carry the baby carrying tools. It's gonna help them, develop them, stimulate them. They're gonna see you talk, so they're gonna and you're going to talk to them often because you're going to have them on you. And so mom and dad, you can carry your child. It's going to help a lot with colics. It's going to help with helping them falling asleep. It's going to help you do the things you need to do around the house or maybe at work as well. And with my 5 children, it's the tool that really changed my life, because I had twins at the beginning and I didn't know about this, that it was so I carried my twins. But when I learned after that carrying is such a tool to be used until like 5 or 6 years of age. I really implemented this in my life and with all my kids. And what I saw is that I saw like the development of the motor skill really blossom with that as well. And they keep the reflex to, you know, we have a reflex when we're born to like walk. When we touch the tip of our toes, they keep that. So they're very agile, and by 1 year of age, they walk. So they're like, their first milestone are hit really fast with that. So I highly suggest it. As well, attachment parenting tools are co-sleeping. We have co-slept for millennia. And there's a safe way to co-sleep now. I know there's a crazy scare about that, and it was created by experts that are not really experts at babies, and it was also created with the SIDS scare. But we find something else is leading to SIDS nowadays, or sudden infant death syndromes, and it might be like the injections we give to our children. So this is a whole other topic. But the researcher James McKenna, he had a mother baby sleep laboratory, and he found out that babies sleep better next to their parent because they are entrained, they are taught to breathe at certain moments, and even the gas we expire into the baby's face when we sleep securely next to our baby. So there are conditions, and I suggest you go see the other video that is on my channel about that, because there are rules to follow, and you can look at the articles on my website on immomming.com as well to know more about this. I'm not gonna go deep into that because I did in the first video that I published, but so really there's an array of benefits that it gives to your child. You can breastfeed the baby and fall back asleep, and there are also cots that you can put on the side of your bed, so your baby always feels safe and doesn't cry, and you go back to sleep and you sleep better. It's shown that in the James McKenna laboratory, it was shown that mothers sleep better, in fact, with that, because you don't have to wake fully during the night, and you can adjust to baby's needs as you go. So this is another tool that you need to include in your life with your baby, okay? And if you don't do that, it can be harmful as well, okay? Because a baby can get, like, if you don't co-sleeping means having the baby in your room, so it can be in your bed or in a separate cot. But if you miss on cues of your baby, like your baby can be too hot, and this is a cause of SIDS, and you miss that because you're not next to him and you don't see him fussing, and like he doesn't tell you, but he's very hot. If the baby cries for so long because there's another room, it can put them in sleep apnea after. So this is another cause of SIDS that people don't talk about. So if you securely sleep with your baby, it's very safe, and it's like in our nature. It's what we've done for millennia. Mistake number 1 is using educational violence. And this is a big one, obviously, but people don't know that some of the baby training is an educational violence as well, like baby sleep training is, because it's not respecting our baby. So I'm going to talk here about what is educational violence. Ignoring our children's cries or ignoring children, resorting to verbal abuse, corporal punishment, or forced timeout, such as timeout in an enclosed place like a bin room. It can have detrimental effects on their brain and emotional development. Educational violence may seem like a common method of discipline, but the last neuroscience research demonstrates the negative long-term consequences of this approach. Many experts, including Kim John Payne, the author of the book Simplicity Parenting, report that these traumatic experiences in the form of micro or macro aggressions can lead to persistent psychological disorders such as complex post-traumatic stress disorder known as CPTSD. For example, letting a baby cry for a long time has negative consequences at the neurobiological level. Cornerstone studies have shown that it can affect a child's intellectual development and is linked to a decline in language performance and IQ. In addition, when a baby is physically separated from the parent to whom is attached, it causes pain and hormonal changes that may affect memory. When a baby cries for a long time, it can alter the structure of their brain and make it appear as if they are suffering from depression. Very sad. So it actually creates depression in babies. It's therefore essential to adopt caring approaches based on listening, empathy, and positive communication to promote a healthy and safe family environment. So let's make a commitment to offer the best to our little loves. In a recent interview, author Isabel Filiosa revealed a shocking scientific discovery made in the United States. She explained that 67% of adults were traumatized during childhood, and that 1 in 8 adults experience more than 4 traumas during this prime period. Let's be careful to put an end to intergenerational violence once and for all. Let's not continue a cycle of abuse with our children starting from now. Remember, here I'm not seeking to point fingers. I'm really trying to give you the best information so we can do better starting from where we are, and we can improve the well-being of our precious children. I hope that these detailed informations about what is good and what is not good for children will help you put the best practices for your child, for your little one. This is always my mission, my first and foremost mission, to help you out with that. And I hope it helps you to adopt caring and respectful approaches with your little love. So don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter on my website, and go see on my website free articles that I have about all of this that can help you out more in your life and go further on what I teach here. And also I've been doing that a lot in French for the last 15 years, and now I'm setting this up on my website for the international community as well. So it's gonna grow and grow, so just stay subscribed so you can know everything that's coming up. So may you be blessed on your parenting journey, and I suggest you see this other video I was talking about just here so you can learn about more of those practices as well. See you there, and take care.